Screen share one more time. Okay. There we go. I think we're getting close. There we go. How's everybody doing? All righty. Hey, that's kind of working. That's pretty cool. Okay. All right, let's just get that sort of right, my mic there. How's everybody doing tonight? Hello. For those that don't know, my name is Rick. Thank you very much for being here. I'm the founder of Hit and Run Candlesticks and The Road to Wealth. This is February 1st, 2016. And I just thought I threw this together just a little bit, earlier. And I thought, well, let's get together tonight and see what we might think of some charts and the market and whatnot. So thank you so much for being here. Absolutely appreciate it. All right. Hey, good evening, everybody. Let's see. Ed, good. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for being here. Santana. How about I just do Santana? That's better. NSH, thanks for being here. Daryl, thank you. Wayne, thank you. Sonny, thank you. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Absolutely appreciate it. 15 seconds behind on Facebook. Yeah. Oh, that happens. Okay. So let's talk about the market a little bit. And, I've been all day today because it's so doggone cold here. I've kind of been working on and off today. So I've been looking at a lot of things and, reading, what a lot of other people are thinking. And there's really a mixed bag between bullishness and bearishness tomorrow. And, we can talk smack all we want, but the thing to do is just follow the chart. It really is. That's the thing to do. Everyone has an opinion and they can throw it out there. And, but the truth is just follow the chart. Don't get ahead of yourself. Don't get too many toes over the surfboard, over the front of the surfboard. You're going to wipe out. Just kind of take it easy. Let's see what the market's going to do. Now, you guys all know that I'm not a speed trader. Okay. I'm not a slowpoke trader either. So not being a speed trader, I have plenty time to let the market open up, let the market yawn and have some coffee, maybe some bacon and eggs if it wants. And then we can decide what to do. We don't have to just jump, like we're a bunch of frogs in a frying pan. So my whole view here is let's just wait and see. Now, for whatever it's worth, what are we at here? 69. Well, the futures are trading right here on the SPX around 69.60. And if that's where we're trading, well, there's not a doggone thing bearish about that. Of course, we have a long time till the sun comes up. So a lot of things can change. But overall, I think the market right now is looking pretty good. What I'm going to be looking at is what is price, okay? So what is price? We don't, it's around here right now. What is price doing in relationship to the 8 EMA? And what is the 8 EMA doing in relationship to our trend indicator right there? And right now, I mean, that's about as bullish gets, what I see. Now, a lot of things can happen before tomorrow shows up, before the sun comes up. A lot of things can happen. But right now, we're looking at this trend. It's still there. Life's pretty good. If we take a look at, let's see, VIX, there we go. I'm a little concerned here. I'm a little bit, we're trying to put together a little bullishness. And if we break out of that downtrend line, then okay. And then, yeah, I'm sorry. When you see me look that way, I'm looking at another monitor that I have. Then we're going to need to take out about right here, which this will be here. I'll show you what I'm looking at. Where to go? There it is. We need to take out the cloud right here. Okay, that's what I was looking at. So until that happens, like I say, I'm not going to be too excited about anything bearishness. All right. So, but let's quick look at the Qs here. Qs, we had this big drop to the downside, but really, if we take in consideration what goes on in the stock market or in a chart, here we're up, we drop, right? Up, we drop, we up, we drop, right? Up, we drop. Big deal. life goes on. The sun is still going to come up. The moon is still going to come up. Um, it's still going to be darn cold tomorrow. Um, so like I said, I think things are just fine for right now. IWM, let's take a look at IWM here. Okay. IWM, it looks like we're pulling back a little bit. It might get down to that 50 period moving average. Yeah, it very well might do that. We could bounce, there's might be some people looking at, support right here. I suppose that could be support. And anyone that knows me, that, well, that ain't support until you see buyers here. So, until I see buyers, it's just a yellow line in the middle of a chart at this point. So IWM for now is looking pretty good. Hey, Hawk, how you doing? Hey, Rick, how are you? Steven, hello, how are you? Rick Wise, hello. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. I don't know I don't know what to say there. Sackett. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. So I mentioned, if you got a message to be here, I mentioned 4 charts that I'd like to look at, and I'm going to look at those, and I'm going to count on you guys posting some charts out there. But first, I want to stop for a second. I want to say a great big thank you to everyone that registered for our big Inside the Road to Wealth 2-day. I don't know, you can call it a workshop if you want. We're going to be in the live trading room. We're going to talk about the Road to Wealth account, how well it's done. I'm going to see what I can do to help anybody, answer any questions I can, any questions I can answer. But right now, I just want to say thank you so much for those that have registered. I absolutely appreciate it. And there's still time to register. You can check, if you're watching YouTube, you can go to one of my videos and look below the video. You'll see registration link. You'll see registration link in Facebook and X. So register for that. You'll get an email with login instructions and whatnot. So again, thank you so much. Let's see. Hey, Alan, thank you. Thank you for helping me there. I appreciate it. Hey, Hawk, our winter weather is finished. 68 now in Houston there. Well, good. It's still cold here. It's still real cold. Okay. All right. So I'm going to make a little note right here. So I want to talk about 4 charts. That's 4 charts that I mentioned, coming into this and how I was going to trade them. And let's take a look at CVX. Okay. So energy's kind of hot to trot right now. And so what are we going to do about that? Well, there's some stocks that are looking pretty good. And again, if anyone knows me and knows anything about the Road to Wealth account, I have a very established system. And I'll talk more about this way more tomorrow and Tuesday. But one of the reasons that traders fail so much, one of the reasons that I failed so much in the early years was I didn't have a system that I stuck with. Oh, I had a system. I had about 97 of them. But I didn't have, you call them systems, but, a system that you stick with. So I'm not going to change that. And I'm going to stick with that, even looking at CVS. So what my system is you can clearly see the bulls are in charge, right? Take a look at the weekly chart, clearly in charge. I mean, we could come up here and we could, do this. But it looks to me like CVS might be heading for a breakout is what it looks like. So how am I going to trade that? Well, first of all, I know darn good and well that if I have the patience and I just, let me get my couple of drawing tools here. They are. If I have the patience to wait for my setup, which would be exactly like this right here, or exactly like this right here. If I wait for that, that's all I have to do is be patient. I'm not going to miss out of anything. Like I said, I personally think CVX, Chevron breaks out, which means it goes higher, right? So I'm going to wait patiently till that's set up like that right there. So I don't know, could be right here, could be. I don't know. I don't know until we see that price action. So CVX will be on my watch list, and I will wait for CVX. Here's one that I'm in that'll give you a good, uh, kind of an explanation what I'm looking for. So, see how we popped up? Well, I'm not gonna chase that. I mean, you can, but for the most part, most traders lose money when they chase price. So, wait for that setup. Now, I was in over here, so, got in a little early maybe for me, uh, but then that's just because it was Walmart. But here we started putting in a bottom, and then Friday we popped up quite nice. So I ended up Friday with nice profits at this. Still own it, and I still think it goes higher here. But you can see what I'm going to wait for. This is what the Road to Wealth account does, and this is what we'll be talking about tomorrow. Okay, a lot tomorrow and Tuesday. Another one is Apple. I'm looking at Apple real serious, real serious. Um, so here we've pulled back on Apple. We've got kind of a little double bottom here. More what I'm after is this. Here we go. Make that yellow. See, we have this. You know, we'll call this low here, and then we rally to a high, and then see how we have a higher low, and now see how we're breaking out of that higher high. That's where that's what's exciting me about Apple right now. So I'll be watching Apple for that entry, and I've got some targets up here for it. Um, I, right here, this line you see, kind of a thicker line compared to those right there. I've boxed that in with the 50 period moving average, so that's going to be first target. Here's second target. Let me duplicate that, and I'll put a third target up there. And there's third target, and then we'll go from there, when we get there. But that's what I'm looking at for Apple. Now, with the Road to Wealth account, because it's relatively small now, even though I had a great, fantastic increase the first year of my 5-year project, um, it's still a relatively small account. So what I'm going to do is buy or look at buying, what is it? AAPU, is that right? Yeah. AAPU is what I'll look at buying there. So I'll be watching that right in through here. And then, we'll be looking at those targets. Now, in AAPU's case, I'm going to do this a little bit different because it is a tiny bit different of a chart. And then we'll duplicate this one and move it up. So there's target 1, target 2, target 3. We'll worry about the rest when we accomplish that, okay? So that's the Apple side of things that I'm looking at. And the last one that I made mention that I would talk about is probably, everybody. It's a talk of the town. You talking about party talk, it's silver, it's gold, it's party talk. So how am I going to trade this? Look, I know people that, and I do not agree with this. All right, I'm not going to, whistle up anybody's skirt and think I said, I think it's a good idea. I think it's a horrible idea, actually. And that's we had this big move down, traders buying it down here. Well, goodness sakes, how do you know we're going to bounce there? See, I don't know that. And that's what I'm going to wait for. So I'll wait for that buy signal in here. Um, I will wait for some follow through. Be patient. You don't have to buy, at the, deep in the dungeon here to make money. You can make plenty money, when it actually proves itself and it starts moving up. How do we know that it's going to go up? How do we know that it's now? Don't get me wrong. I'm not thinking this is going to happen. Okay, but how do we know that it doesn't rally up, fail, and then come down like that? Now, I don't particularly think that's going to happen, but I do think that we're going to put in a bottom before we start moving back up. So, um, anyway, that's the way I plan to trade and to take those charts real seriously. Okay, right in through there. Hey, Michael, how you doing? Hey, Daryl, good to see you. Okay, so, I mean, does anyone have any charts you want to look at? I can certainly find some charts. We can talk about the market. This is your time, and so use it. I will say this: I'm only going to be here about another 30 minutes, 40 minutes tops. Promised my wife I would be inside an hour, so I'm going to make that happen. Okay. Hey, Sean, how are you? Lots happening. Yeah, there is a lot. XLE. There we are. There is a lot happening in the XLE sector. AR is one that I've got written down here for a possible trade. And if we take this high right here, right there, you can see we've got this downtrend line. So what I'm going to wait for is either a pullback or a breakout. Now, if pullback would be like this, pullback, and then watch for the buyers to come in. I'll look at buying here. On the other hand, if it wants to break out tomorrow, then I'll let it break out, because I know after 30 plus years, 35 years experience, I know what's going to happen. It's going to pull back. And, it might, and please understand when I say that. Here, let's do this. We could break out, and yeah, we could move up a little higher, but it's still going to pull back sooner than later. And you're not going to miss a thing, because this is not what I'm trading. What I would be trading is the follow through to the upside. So something like this. Let's take this high, and we'll come down to this low right here. And if this is the 50% retracement area from high to low, then the targets above that, 1, 2, and then even 3. So it's not this right in here that I'm looking to make money on. That's my entry point, and then we make money on the way up. Another one I have written down is COP. I kind of like Conoco here, and I think Conoco is in that category. Now, Conoco is up quite a bit. Right there is the 500 period moving average that we just crossed with price. I think that's pretty cool. I also think it might need a little tiny bit of rest. And a rest, right here, would be nice, wouldn't it? There's the 500, and a little bit of rest right in here. Allow the 8 EMA to catch up a little bit, and that might make a nice little entry right in there. APA is another one I have written down too. APA. So APA, watching for that breakout, maybe even a buy before that breakout. We are right here, right there's the 500 simple moving average. We're also, I want to point this out, we're also taking out the cloud. Sorry. We came down and we just about failed through it hard, but instead we came back up, and see how we tested here. So I'm kind of watching that one, but you're right. There's a lot of them out there. I just talked about that. That was one of the first ones we did. Just waiting for a simple pullback on CVX. I wouldn't be a chaser. And I hope everyone understands that. When I say I wouldn't be a chaser, I don't know what you do. What you do is what you do. What I do is what I do. I'm not here to say, well, 100% you should wait for a pullback. I'm not here to say, well, 100% you should just buy it now. When I look at a chart, I tend to share my thoughts the way I would trade. But the truth is, you can buy anywhere you want. I mean, if it's working for you, do it. If you're trading, if you're finding that your trading doesn't work quite as well as you wish it would, well, stop doing it. Pretty simple. Stop doing what you've been doing. And honestly, come in the trading room tomorrow and Tuesday, ask questions, drill, hammer. I'll be there. And we'll tug of war on charts, believe me. So anyway, if it's working for you, do it. But for me, I need a pullback like this right here. That would be an awful nice pullback. Okay. Hey, Terry, Coach, sorry. Hey, Coach, how you doing? You know what? I still like Irene myself, 100%. And that is on, I have a hot list. I think it's 3 hots. Yeah. Hot list. Yeah. And Irene is on that. And, I look at Irene and let's do this. I see a beautiful trend right now. Again, and this is, and I think I think I can talk with Coach about this, because Coach is an excellent trader, folks. I mean, when he speaks, I listen. He's like E.F. Hutton. All right. So Coach is a trader that will buy right there. He may already have it. He may have bought it Friday. I'm a trader that will wait for the bullish candle like that. And we're both looking to make money up here. Our goals are the same, making money up here. We just have maybe differences on how we enter. That's just personal strategy. But what he does 100% well. What I do 100% well. What you do, is it 100% well? And if it is, great, fantastic. The main thing is to have a system, a go-to system, not 92 systems either, not 97. No one needs 97. Good grief. Have a system that you can work with 100%, and you can count on 100%. I can count on my system 100%. Now, I don't mean 100% guaranteed to make money. I'm saying if everything is lined up, if I do everything right, then we're it 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 looks like it's a good guaranteed trade to me. It doesn't mean it's guaranteed to make money. Okay, so just want to share that. Guilty as charged. You bought it Friday. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, that's cool though. That's cool. Like I said, you've got a system, man. I believe in it too. Hey, it looks like let's go back to the SPX here. Looks like futures are down a little bit more. Where am I here? Oh, there it is, 69.40. Well, I don't know. We're just kind of farting around right in here. So no big deal at this point. No big deal. So anyway, if anyone has any charts you want to take a peek at, we can. If not, oh yeah, I said I was going to talk about game. Take a look at game here, GME. You know, during the big days of GameStop, when it was making everybody millions of dollars, I must admit that I stayed away from it. That's not my kind of trade. I don't chase those kind of trades. I don't chase hype very much at all. And I'm sure as hell not going to chase a stock if it's been up Goodle's amount. But I'm looking at GameStop here and I'm thinking, what in the world is going on here, man? Look at this chart. We've got a little bottom put in, we've got a low, high. Well, we've come back, put a higher low. We're working back up. We've taken out this high. We're taking out the 200 period moving average. We've got a really nice pop, pullback. What's going on with GameStop? So I might have to check some GameStop out. I truly might have to. Right now for GameStop, I think what I would be looking for myself is maybe a buy in this area right in here. Target wise, let's yeah, we'll try this. I don't know if this one gonna work out quite right. No, it is smack perfect. Hot diggity dogs. And here's what I like about this. So I chose this high, and look where that 50% came. I mean, smack on the money. So right there, that is my big target that I would like right in here. Big target that I'm going to go to. Now, there's a target right here at 26, and then we'll look for a target up here at 26.65. Watch for that pullback. Watch for that entry inside that box area, and then 13.5%. I'll be an option buyer on that. Simple directional options, and man, at what 13.5%. That's a 30+% trade on this. Anyway, that's how I've been able to push that road to wealth account to a remarkable amount in the 1 year period. Okay, so let's see. Talk as they are going into I don't know what going into what. Let's see. I was a member in long ago, And it was great, Rick. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Sackett. I appreciate it. I hope I'm saying your name right. Thank you. Um, oh, oh, I see. Oh, I see. GameStop is going into Bitcoin supposedly. Okay. Hey, that works for me. We can all make some money on it. Anyway, I think that's looking pretty good. Here, let me come over here. I've got a couple of charts that were posted to me. Take a look at CNX here. Nice. Yeah, nice. See how that's starting to come back here? See how we've put in this bottom right through there? See that low, high, higher, low, even close to a double bottom, low, high, higher, low, all right through there. See how we broke out? Let me put a line in there, right there. See how we broke out of that high? That's magical right in there. So now we'll start this again. So go low, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low. Man, this thing looks good. CNX, we'll keep an eye on that one. How about some COR? Take a look at COR. That right there is a pretty chart. That right there is a pretty chart. Let's look at the weekly on this. Let's peek at it. Heading for all-time new highs. Nice chart. So we have a great bottom setting up. See that high right in there? Low, high, double bottom. Let's put a line right there. See how we're trading above that? Beautiful setup, pointing to the upside. Very, very nice. CLX, let's take a look. Thank you very much for posting, Rick. Appreciate it. Yeah, CLX is setting up. There's some defensive stocks out there that look pretty good, and we should keep our eyes on those, okay? And I really need to go, when we finish this, let me go to the market and let's talk about the possibility of short, okay? Let's talk about that. So this is looking pretty good. We rally up. This is a rounded bottom breakout for anybody that didn't know. One of my favorite chart patterns. So here we rally up, we hit the dotted deuce, and we pull right back. Perfect. And now we're starting to move up. The next target to the upside is going to be for the rounded bottom breakout. That's going to be the next target right there. So we'll just leave that one at that. But that's what I would look at, possibly that breakout, especially if the defensive stocks continue to run or want to run a little higher. Okay. Let me bear with me just a minute. I want to look at the market real quick, and let's talk about the market a little bit, just in case it goes south. Okay. Now, right now at this moment, I'm not thinking that. All right, I got to be honest with you. It could, and when I say go south, below the 50, anything above the 50 from here is child's play. To me, that's just a bullish pullback is all it is. Below the 50 would give me some concern. And here, we've been here before and we rallied up. We've been there before. We got, that took a good one. That took a real big smack and we came back up. But right now, the overall trend remains bullish. If you look at the weekly chart, it remains bullish. So there's no reason to really be crazy bearish until it happens. A real quick, what I look for in a trend to make my decision, are we bullish and bearish, is what is the relationship price, that white line right there, and those green or red dots. That's what I look for that relationship. And right now, that relationship is bullish. There we go. Look right there. That relationship is bearish. See, it's kind of hard here. Maybe let me find a different chart. What's IWM looking like? There we go. This is turning bearish. It's not quite, because the white line is still above the currently the red dot. Well, you know what I can do? I actually have a short over here. Let's take a look at Delta. See that relationship? See how price is below the white line? The white line is below the red dots. That's a bearish trade for me. Right now, I'm looking for Delta to go down a little bit lower. Now, it could stop right here, okay? It truly could. But right now, it's set up for that. Um, the attitude of it, my trading trend, if you will, is bearish at the moment. So for me to be long this, for an instance, it would have to turn that dot green. Okay. And right now bearish. So anyway, that's what a bearish chart would look like. Um, the attitude of it, and whether it's a ticker or the market. All right. So if we go back to the SPY here, we're not bearish yet. We're just not. If you look at the Qs, we're just not. This to me is a bullish pullback until further notice, and won't know for sure really until tomorrow. Futures, there's still kind of, well, it's 69.30. So we're a little bit lower right here at the moment, but we're still right in there. Anyway, thank you for letting me do that. Let's take a look at HNI. HNI is a bullish chart. Nice. That's a beautiful chart. Earnings on the 19th. Speaking of the earnings, we have a pretty heavy week of earnings this week, so things could be a little bit ratty. It could be. The market could be a little bit on edge if earnings don't um, um, produce well. Okay, so this is coming up in 19 days, 18 days, I guess. But it is a beautiful J hook setup at the moment. Very, very nice. Very nice. Hey, dog. You've never heard of a bullish pull or a bearish pullback? Oh yeah, man. Here, let's look at some bearish pullbacks. Okay. Take a look at USAR. That's a bullish pullback to me. That's not a bearish chart. I mean, if you wanted to short it up here, okay, but that fire may be burned out. Right now, this is a bullish pullback, what we call a PBO, pullback opportunity. Now, for me, I'm going to wait till I see the buyer step in, but this is hot on my list for a buy. Another one is, I don't know about this one. No, 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 no. No. Now here, let me flip this thing over. That could be the problem. There we go. That's the problem. So UAMY, that's a bullish pullback in my opinion. So here's, to me, this is a perfect bullish chart. A chart that rallies up and pulls back, and then we're going to look for that buying in there, and then that's what we're looking for. To me, that's a perfect chart. Well, right here, that's almost that chart, isn't it? Take a look, right? There's that part, right? There's that part, right? So what are we waiting on? We're waiting on this part. Most traders, what they do is they try to chase this. Oh, it's bearish. Oh my God, let's get bearish. Are you kidding? I'm waiting for the bullish move to get me in. And to me, that's a perfect chart right there. Take UU. That's magnificent, if you ask me. Please don't get me wrong. I'm not saying this is the buy right here. I don't know if it's going to come down lower. It could. That's why I'm willing to wait patiently for my trades. Don't trade a trade until it's ready to be traded. It's kind of like wine. You don't serve wine until it's time. Pop the cork, let it breathe, let it do what it needs to do. Unless you're like me and you screw the top off and you drink it down. So nice bullish pullback here. Very, very nice. It could go down lower, and I'm still going to think it's a bullish pullback. I hope that helped. If you have any questions, let me know. Okay. Here, we'll take a look at some charts. Let me get set up for that real quick. Move this out of the way. There we go. Got to set my watch list up. Scanning. Yeah. Hey, look. If anybody, if you're not doing anything, make sure you join us tomorrow and Tuesday. Scans. We'll be talking about them. We've also giving away some memberships and a lot of cool stuff. So hope you're there. Anyway, um, let me find what I'm doing here. There we go. There we are. Take a look at NWL. See right there? There's a bullish pullback. Boom. See right here? That's a bullish pullback right there. Bullish pullback. So NWL, I would watch for some buying on that, the possibility of that's a nice chart. I'm gonna flag that, make sure it's on my watch list. Here's USAR is coming up here. Take a look at CODA, CODA, CODA. Nice pop the upside. There's your pull. It's certainly shortable, and at some point it becomes bullish, right? Bullish pullback. And now look what's happening here, right? Um, it's just so counter to what I've learned. Thanks for teaching me. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I can't speak to that. I don't know exactly what you learned. Um, I my my best trades come from a chart that's in a trend um, that rally up, pull back, and then show me the buyers right in here. So that's the trade I want. And then bullish pullback, right? And then back up. Bullish pullback and then back up. Low, high, higher, low, higher, high. Low, high, it just keeps going. Perfect. Isn't that exactly what this is doing right here? Exactly. For some it might be hard to see it. I can see why. Uh, so here, low to a higher low, right? Higher high, higher low. We did make a higher high. We made a double bottom. Double bottoms and higher lows mean the same thing to me. They're identical. They're twins. And then started over low, right? High. And while we could come in here and say, well, there's your higher low. This is a different scenario where it's not necessarily a higher low as much as it's just consolidation. So we've got low, consolidate, up, right? It's still 1, 2, 3, still 1, 2, 3, still the same thing. So now here we've pulled back, and you see how it's starting that again. So anyway, nice chart. NWL, thanks. NWL has earnings. Okay, appreciate that. Let's take a look at BMY here. BMY has possibilities. Sitting right here at some price action support. Yeah, could be. Earnings, which again, watch earnings. A lot of things could have earnings coming up. And I'm not drilling for those right now. I'm just, sharing. Okay. So, but BMY could be setting up for somebody. Um, Here's one. Take a look at this KVUE. Again, it has earnings, but see how that bullish pullback right there? Beautiful chart right in there. All right. I'll kind of, if anyone has any questions or anything, thank you so much for being here. I can hang out a little bit longer, but I want to make sure that I answer any questions you may have. Okay. So, do I like MN? Hey, how about now? Did sound come back on now? Test, 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 test. Don't go away. Don't test 1, 2. Do we have sound? 99, 200, 21. Anybody? Ed, do we have sound? Let me check. Real. Is there sound now, Ed? Sound now. Oh, fix it. Okay. All right. Thank you. Well, all right. I'll hang here a little bit. Sorry about that. I think maybe I did something wrong, and I think I just saw it and I got it fixed. All right. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go. I'm finding it. I'm finding it. I'm looking for it. Wow. Okay. Hold the phone. Let's see. There's MNST. All right. So yes, I think MNST remains bullish. Be a little careful with this top right in here, but overall, I do think that is looking bullish there. Okay. Thank you very much. On a chart like Oracle, let's take a look at Oracle. Let's see what the question is. What would you look for it to reshort it? Well, what I would like to see is a pop to the upside. I'm going to go to a weekly chart just to peek at it. So, yeah, yeah. Here, we'll go here. So what I would like to see is a little rally up. I could draw this out for you too. So something like this, rally up, and maybe it goes to right here, and then watch for that, a sell signal, and that would be awful nice, wouldn't it? And then that would give you maybe a reason to short that. Another place to short this perhaps is, we drop below those lows. My caution would be, look at that weekly. We're sitting right here at the dotted deuce. 200 period moving average is right here. So, I mean, it could move down a bit more, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. But this is an area that maybe, just be a little cautious on that short, okay? Hey, Ricky, you take care. You have a good night. All right. Okay, I think sound is back. Just let me skip over some things here. Do you have any extensions or projections for targets on S&P? Sure, we can do that. Absolutely. So you said SPX. Yeah, we can do that. So right now, I mean, big target was hit on SPX, not on the SPY, which that's what I follow mostly. But here's the way I would do that. So I'm going to take this low right here. I'm going to go up to this high right there. And then we're going to come up to this low. There you go. And that's maybe what I would look for. So, target 1, we'll duplicate that. Whoops, there we go. Target 2, and we'll go ahead and put target 3 up here, I think. Try that again. There we are. There it is. And target 3. So something like that's probably what I would look at. Yeah, that's what I would look at. Something like that. Let's see here. Let's see. Can you post the link to the 2-day event? Thought I was. Ooh, yeah. I'm trying to think. My mind is an overload. Ed, would you mind posting it in Teams for me? My mind's an overload right now, and I don't know where I put it. Sorry. Let's see here. Can't we? I think we fixed sound. See you tomorrow. Okay, take care. Take care. Thank you very much. Thanks everyone for being here. Let's see here. Yes, 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 yes. A lot of yeses. 299.21. Thanks. T, is that T takeoff or T for AT&T? I'm going to go with AT&T. So AT&T, if you're in it, way to go. Sweet, sweet, sweet chart. If you're looking to buy it, I'd probably wait for that pullback. Hey, Gary, you think might be a good idea here? But right now, I mean, this is looking terrific. AT&T is looking fantastic. Watch for that breakout. Okay. let's see, XLI here. XLI remains bullish. Here we've had this rally up. All this is consolidation. That's all it is. There's no bears. There's no bulls in here. It's just rest. It's just consolidation. You know, the bulls and bears, they're just munching down on whatever they munch down on. That's all that is. And right now, I would have to look at that as a bullish chart. Okay. So yeah, here for anyone that would like to join, there's a link in there now. If you'd like to join the Road to Wealth, look behind the curtain. And I'll tell you what, I'll tell you, why would you want to come? Okay. Why would you want to come Monday and Tuesday? This is why right here. All right. That's why right there. That's me. 200% return, tripled the account in the first year of the 5-year project. First year of the 5-year project. Okay. So that's why you might want to come. Ask questions, learn. I'm an open book. Okay. Absolute open book. So hope everybody can be there. All righty. Let's see. Ian, let's see. I'm not sure if you're the one that asked about the S&P extensions. You have 500. I don't use fib lines, but yeah, right now, I think that's what we looked at, right? To the upside. Mine aren't. I have 2 fib lines there, and the rest are quadrant lines. But yeah, right now I'm seeing. Well, now the futures are dropping down here a little bit. 69.20. Futures are down a little bit more here. See, this starts to be a problem. That starts to be a problem if we get below that dot. Above the 50 will be okay, but we're not ready to go back up yet. So tomorrow will be a whole new day. Let's look at some APD. APD, nice gap to the upside here. Nice pop. So right now, I would look at just a simple consolidation rest. That's the way I like to trade. So this would be a great one for the watch list. Watch for the rest, the pullback, the inside day. Basically, the buy would be somewhere in this area. Of course, if you already own it, make sure you raise that stop up and protect some of those profits. Okay, I think that'll be very, very important. But that's a very nice chart. I'm going to flag that. Thank you. Yeah, on AT&T. Yeah. Actually, that's not really a bull kicker right here. It depends who you ask. Okay. If you ask me, I agree with you, but there's a lot of people that would disagree. Okay. But one hell of a run. You can call it whatever candlestick signal you want in there. That's one heck of a run, and it means business is what it looks like. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Karen. Appreciate it very much. Thanks for being here. Any thoughts on 5? 5 is right before 6. Excuse me. All right. That'll teach me for trying to be smart mouth, right? So here we've got a nice little rally to the upside. I like that. Nice pullback. Here's a nice little pullback, buyers coming in. Over about just about the T line here, the 8 EMA. Over about 191.10. I would look at that as bullish. Just remember, every little high up here is going to be problematic. Every single one will be problematic. So you've got to watch those. You've got to make sure that the sellers don't hop in there and do something like that. Or how about we think about this maybe? How about we put 5, and then see, this is exactly what I would do. How about we put 5 on the watch list, and how about we be patient? We recognize that these up here could be problematic. Doggone. Also, let's recognize, and I really hope everyone recognizes this is not the way charts turn around. Charts just don't go down this much and then just turn around. They just don't do that. Once you accept that fact, your trading will explode. Once you accept that fact, here's what charts do. We'll talk as if this is going to be absolutely bullish, okay? So here we've moved back. There's our low, there's our high. Wait for the rest. It will come. I promise you, it will come. Might not be tomorrow, but it will come. And then that sets us up for the bullish move. The bull's coming in, and then we can look at buying it and make that trade right there. So we have that 1, 2, 3, that ABC, that zigzag zog, whatever you want to call it. And that is where there's good money. So I like this chart. I don't particularly like the entry right now. Hey, yeah, come on over. I'll try to help you make money there, dog. I really will. Whatever I can do to help. Is this the same? Oh, okay. Let's see here. Excuse me. Rick, I just joined. Do you have the link to the all-day session? You can scroll above and it's up there. Also, go look on our Facebook page, our X page, in YouTube. Look below in below the video on YouTube's our YouTube channel. You'll see it in there. Okay. ADP looks like a bull kicker. APD, excuse me. Yeah, that's a bull kicker. Yeah. Mini, let's see. I consider it a bull kicker. Okay, great. Yeah. I'm not sure if we're talking about APD now or AT&T. Not 100% sure. Okay. All righty. Look, I really need to go here. I did promise my wife that I would be finished inside an hour, and I don't want to disappoint her. Okay. Again, thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I've got. I mentioned that I'm just finished. I just finished the end of January, my first year of my 5-year project. And the first year was extremely successful. The second year, well, I'm going to do my darndest to make it just as successful, and that'll set me up for my plans on the end. And come into the room tomorrow, and I will share my plans 100%. And we'll take it from there. I answer any questions. I'll do what I can to help anybody to get you in there, to get you going, and what I can do for you. So thank you again for being here. I appreciate it. Thanks for all the support from all the members of Hit Run Candlesticks. Because the truth, if it wasn't for them, I don't think I could have pulled off what the first year was. It's great encouragement, a great bunch of traders. My goodness, we've got some good traders in the room, and I love them all. So we'll see everybody. Okay, you guys take care. See you tomorrow morning, 8:30 live right here. Okay, 8:30 live Eastern right here. See ya. You guys have a great night.